This is my report for the week of February the 29th. This is a big time for you, Pisces, and certainly with the solar eclipse coming up in a couple of weeks. So it was a lot of activity that's sort of in and around your sign. We've got the sun here, and we do have a connection between the sun and Saturn. It is a square, so let's have a look at that, because Saturn sits in your area of business, your career. So you want to be a little bit careful that a couple of things here. Firstly, you want to be careful that you're doing what you want to do and not what you feel you should do. Okay, so do what you could do rather than what you should. But keep in mind that there's always some level of compromise, and with the Sun square Saturn, it's a little bit of a push pull, but sometimes that can work out best because it gives you a chance to really evaluate things a little more, particularly at this moment, because moving up into this solar eclipse is a big time for you where you can set in place what you want to do for this next year and beyond. Okay, but certainly this next year. So if you can get your thoughts together and start to weed out things, people, situations now that you don't want in your life, then you can have clear that space for new positive energy to come through. Now there is a favorable connection between Uranus and Venus, so this is great for money. There's good opportunities to improve your cash flow now and coming up. Could come out of the blue, so you may not have a great deal of time to sort of think about it, but try to make informed decisions rather than rash decisions. Now, at the end of this week, Mercury, the communication planet, is going to move into your sign. And at the same time, this is on the 5th, Mars is going to move into your career zone. So there is both of these placements are going to be fabulous for you. But right at this time, and it's a very fast transit, right at this time when it moves at the end of the week and over the weekend, you want to watch that you don't rush into something, you don't make any quick agreements. A square is traditionally confronting or challenging. Mars can be the trigger, puts sort of a little bit of urgency or a lot of urgency to force you to make decisions. And of course, Mercury is about communication and commerce. So right there, you want to make sure that someone's not putting pressure on you to do something before your time. You may in fact go along with it, but you want it to be in your time, not someone else's time. Of course, if it's your boss, then that's a different matter, but anything else, try to put it off. But this is a great time. Be strategic, think about things, and be mindful of what you want, not what other people want. And be mindful you're heading in the direction that you want to head in, okay? Because that's really where the force of positive energy comes from, particularly for you, Pisces, is that you do what you love and you feel excited and inspired about your life, okay? All right, I hope it's a great one for you. I'm excited for you. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.